You know, Ben, I don't know how often you actively cheer for people to fail. I know you probably do for Russell Wilson, maybe LeBron from time to time, right? Deshaun Watson's definitely on that list for me. Same with Aaron Rodgers. I would love to just watch this be a train wreck tonight. And I know the Niners are facing the Vikings on Sunday, but it would be nice if the Niners just obliterated New York tonight.
You guys have been seeing the rumors about how he's not getting along with teammates and stuff like that.
Shocking.
I can't imagine how that would be possible.
Are you being serious?
I believe he's a team of
a
one.
ton of rumors. I don't know.
Well, what do you think, Ben? Is he a team of one, or is he a bad teammate? What are you hearing? Oh, you refuse to comment. Listen to you.
No, well, Ben likes the guy.
Yeah, you hesitated.
I hesitated.
I like the guy. I would probably get along with the guy. I do get along with him when we see each other. I think I've heard he's a good teammate. I don't know. I heard worse stuff about Brett Favre. That's the thing about rumors. Is like I heard worse stuff about Brett Favre,
Mars.
and then he comes and joins us, and I'm like, I can't think of a better teammate than we had with Brett Favre. So I don't know, man. I think that rumors are sometimes they get exacerbated by one person may not like his personality, and then they talk to the right person to blow that story up into something that it's not. So going off of from what I've heard, I don't believe that he's a bad teammate. I mean, you see the way that he takes care of at least a certain number of guys. I mean, my goodness, he brought Randall Cobb all the way around the world with him.
Yeah, he did do that. That's true.
I think that when
his interactions with Wilson too. Yeah,
I think that when
volleyball?
Yes.
What? He did what to the ball?
Brilliant!
You're too quick.
You are too quick. I don't know. I think that he is. I think if you're loyal to him, and he feels it sounds like the interviews that he's done. If you're loyal to him and you get along with him, he'll treat you like gold.
Well done!
Look, at least you can hear the love in his voice.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Wow.
I'm sorry, Wilson.
Oh, that scene.
Yeah, devastating. Devastating.
Yeah, cried over a volleyball. I
know, but it was his buddy.
I know.
Yeah. That's all he had, man.
That's all he had.
That's all he had.
Hell, his wife was cheating on him. He should have hooked up with the volleyball.
Ladies
They
and
weren't
gentlemen,
married yet.
can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent
Let's go.
and horrifying news story.
Pay it off, baby.
What is it?
Pay it off, baby. Come on.
The Minnesota Frost of the PWHL.
The Frost.
Yes. So,
Okay, good.
Okay.
I
yeah,
like
what
it.
do you think
Let's
of the
go.
Frost?
It's
Let's
got
go.
to sink in a little bit more.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they.
That's a terrible name.
I mean, I like it. I like it. There's got to be some kind of tie-in they can do with Wendy's.
Oh,
You know, right?
Yeah.
how good
Yeah,
would
there's
a
got to be something there.
Frosty?
Yeah, it'd be real
Dunk
good.
your French fries in that.
Go ahead.
Sure.
You do what you want, baby.
Yeah, will you
That's
buy
living
some
close to the
Frosties,
sun.
Hawk?
Yeah, sure. I'll dunk something in there.
No, buy them.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sure, I'll do that too.
Whoa.
Whatever. Yeah, go ahead. I like it.
yeah, I
Can we
like
be
it
sure
too.
that you're telling us the truth?
Yeah,
Are
he
you,
is.
Are you pulling a prank?
No, Rutso tweeted it.
Rutso?
Rutso. Russo. And I'm not real good at talking.
This is where Chris normally says, you need vitamins.
Yes, I do.
Rutso. It's the
Hey,
dude from Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah. Hey, did you? I get it, it's the tree guy, but I can't remember his name. Groot. That's it. Thank you. Did you see Beetlejuice?
Not yet, no.
No, really?
No, I couldn't get the kiddo to go. No, couldn't talk her
Am
into
I
it on
the
Friday.
only one?
Why?
I don't know. She wants to see it, but when it was Friday night, I'm like, should we go see it tonight? She's like, no. I'm like, fine, then I'm going to
right.
play cards. See ya.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Bye.
Oh, so
Those
she
are
does
her two
want to see it,
options?
though.
Oh, yeah, she definitely wants to see it. Yeah, those were
you
the
said?
options.
Those
I
are
did
her
see it,
options.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was as soon as she said no,
You
I'm
wanna
like,
hang
if
out?
you,
No,
well,
fine.
no, if it was, you guys know how this works. If it's, I'm going to chill and hang out on the iPad, I'm like, I'm not just going to pick my ass and watch the Packer game in my basement. I'm going to go play cards. I'm out of here.
Well, you weren't leading the witness, were you? You didn't say it like
You don't really want to
you
go.
don't want to do this. You don't want to go to
really
Beetlejuice tonight, do you?
Yeah.
Nope. It was 100%. It was the other way. It was, let's go. And she was like, I don't really want to. I'm like, you don't have to tell me twice.
Hey, on
Cards it
Friday
is.
night, you want to hang out with your dad?
Cards it is.
No, again.
Did you win?
Sure.
Did you actually?
Yeah, sure. It wasn't a tournament, though.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, good for you, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hawk, is it good?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I really loved
so
it. There
excited.
are about 3 scenes, and for me, it's when Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice, is singing, pretending to be a singer. He is so good. He's so charming, Michael Keaton. There's more Beetlejuice in this film. The more I think about it, the more I liked it. They didn't do anything ridiculous. They did some creative things to explain why certain people weren't in the film. I thought it was great. I thought it was really, really good. I really was happy with it.
I mean, 76%, solid score.
Yeah. Oh, it's a solid score. Yeah.
110 million.
Yeah, 110, man.
Yeah, I liked it. I would encourage everybody to go see it. Ben, I saw a couple of documentaries as well as we were on the plane and such like that. I don't know if you were looking over my shoulder behind me or not.
I was not. No.
I watched the Steve McNair documentary.
Oh, how was that?
Did you see it?
I have seen it, yeah.
Tough watch.
There's so many questions unanswered.
Correct.
I don't know why they do those when they don't know the answers to the questions.
And is it only one episode?
Yeah.
Because after you watch it, it makes it seem like it's a series of more of it.
It's not.
That's what's weird about it.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of documentaries that you watch, you go, man, this could be 40 episodes. And there's a lot where you're like, this could be like 10 minutes.
Let me ask you another question.
This should be like 5 episodes.
And you guys have better memories than me. So for clarification, I should have looked it up. I forgot. Didn't the Titans play a year in Memphis before they went to Nashville after they were in Houston? Is that not true?
I don't.
Was there not a gap year where they didn't play in Nashville?
Because the stadium wasn't complete?
Right.
I think you're correct about that.
They completely
Feels right,
ignored that in this documentary, if that is the case.
Well, did it have any significance in the story?
No, well, but they made a big deal out of it being their first year out of Houston and being in Nashville, and they went to the Super Bowl in their first year.
You are correct.
Yeah, why did they ignore that? They made it like, I know it's not that big a deal, but it was like they made it sound like a bigger deal. Like, we were in Houston last year, and this year we're in Nashville, and we went to the Super Bowl. They ignored that there was a gap year in between there. I don't know why they did that. It was just little things like that that bothered me about that documentary. So that was one. The other I watched, I think it's called Concussed, Brett Favre's documentary.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Really good. Really sad. It's based around the kid, the safety from Iowa.
Oh, yeah. Tyler Sash?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really sad and really scary and really bothersome. But I'll tell you what I thought was interesting. Brett Favre, and I believe his company made the documentary or was highly involved in it. Brett Favre basically said, if I have this, I don't want to know. So I was shocked that he made a documentary about it. You know what I mean?
Same, though. Same.
You wouldn't want to know?
No.
Yeah, right.
So what's the Iowa story? I don't know that name.
Yeah, I don't either.
Should we know that name?
I don't know the full story. I just know that,
Yeah.
Tyler was actually a really good player, and he suffered, I think, a couple really serious concussions.
Just terrible. And they have the footage of it. And
Like a Tua kind of thing where he's cramped. Remember when he was down on the ground? And
not like that, but completely out.
Yeah. Okay.
And a completely dirty play. And there's a couple of plays they show on Brett that are just, I can't believe that the guy didn't go to jail after what he did to him. For real. I mean, it's just terrible. But so the kid's a great high school player. Goes to Iowa, great college player, gets drafted by the Patriots, wins a Super Bowl, but while he's with the Patriots, terrible concussions, and you can watch him degrade because there's home video. You can watch him degrade literally to the point where he, and they think he might have truly accidentally overdosed because his memory was so bad that he couldn't remember if he took the pills or not. He literally couldn't.
So sad.
It is scary. I don't know if you would enjoy it, Ben, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think out of morbid curiosity, I want to watch it and see it. But the thing is, like, I don't know. How would you guys feel if you take CTE for what it is? Would you want to know that you have it? Like, would it help explain certain things? Is
there anything to do about it? That's
why I don't really care to know. Well, first of all, there's not an accurate test for when you're a living person. So there's number one. I think whatever tests are trying to come up with, the military's kind of developed, I think, a blood test to figure out if there's a reaction to the tau protein that's in your bloodstream, which then they can correlate to the amount of protein in your brain. So it's like, there's some experimental tests, but there's really no way to know whether you have quote unquote CTE when you're a living person. So if they did, they don't know how to stop it.
That's exactly.
They don't know
Brett's
how to
point.
reverse it.
Yep.
They don't. There's no treatment for it. So it's like, I don't know. I think
You're
ignorance
already
is
dealing
bliss.
with a mental thing, but then now to know that, the mental anguish that would put on you if you knew,
Yeah.
oh, I guess I have CTE, and now you're just sitting there going, everything that happens in my everyday life, oh, that must be because of my CTE. Oh, I wonder if that's even worse.
I would just assume if you played a high level of college football for a lot of years or in the NFL, that you have a variation of some sort of brain condition.
Right.
And I think that you should treat your body as such. That being said, you try to eat as good of an anti-inflammatory diet as possible. You do everything that you can supplement-wise to take care of the inflammation in your brain. And then you hope that you just kind of mitigate a lot of the side effects or the symptoms of it.
Right. Yeah. I would say this though, and who knows, right? But I think like I had this one. This is a long-winded example, but I had this one time when I felt really, really sick for a long time, and I knew something was wrong with me, and I went to the doctor twice, and he told me, a different doctor a long time ago, told me, you just have just some sort of virus, you're okay, go back home. And the third time, finally, when I went, I'm like, I'm not leaving here until you tell me what's wrong with me. They found out I had pneumonia, right? And I still had pneumonia, but I was so relieved to find out why I was sick. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the correlation, I guess, would be if my memory's failing terribly, if I'm having trouble doing things, and you tell me this is why you have it, that might give me some relief and not make me think I'm legit, poorly used choice of words, but going crazy. Do you know what I mean?
I understand that, and I think the difference lies in I personally don't feel like I have any effects from it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So if I was reaching to a point where it's the same thing with my heart. If I was all of a sudden just man, I'm having these heart palpitations, I'm having things that are just not normal, I would say I need to go get that checked out. If I woke up and I all of a sudden was I just can't remember anything, or I'm really having a hard time making connections, and it became a problem, then I would say, well, yeah, I don't expect it to be CTE, but maybe it's something else.
Yeah.
Maybe so. Yes, in that situation, I absolutely would go to the doctor and say, what can you do? Can we do some scans? Can we do whatever? But in my current state, I don't feel a need to go out and proactively see if I have any sort of markers for CTE.
Yeah, got it. Okay, yeah.
Right on.
Should we do sports after this?
Yeah, let's go through it. We go commercial free the rest of the way after this. We'll go around the NFL. We'll get Ben's thoughts on a whole bunch of other games, and of course
Bryce
we can still
Young?
Circle back to the Vikings as well. Yeah, Bryce Young,
Oh
terrible
my gosh!
start.
And first of all, he looks like
It's over.
He looks like he's a preschooler. He's so much smaller than everybody. I
Yeah.
never noticed that until I saw those highlights yesterday. Did you see those highlights, Ben?
I saw a few.
Oh my goodness!
And they could have had C.J. Stroud.
It's kind of sad.
More of the Power Trip after this on the Fan.
We're less than 2 weeks away from our iHeartRadio music.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.
I look forward to that debate.
Listen tomorrow night at 9 Eastern on iHeart's 24/7 News Channel, or search Debate on the free iHeartRadio app.
The Tony Award-winning smash hit Beautiful, the Carole King musical. From teenage songwriter to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I love this show. And Beautiful closes September 28th at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater. Get your tickets today at chanhassendt.com.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey for Livia Weight Control Centers. Livia is the trusted leader in safe and effective weight loss. Livia's team of experts are going to create a personalized plan that is easy to follow. And they're going to support you and guide you through every phase of your weight loss journey. I know. I lost more than 50 pounds more than 10 years ago. I kept it off. And guess what? I've lost more. I'm down more than 70 pounds from where I started when I joined Livia. And if you join Livia today, you're going to get 8 weeks for free. Livia is the destination for all weight loss solutions. If you're interested in their medical option, you can also visit Livia.com to get the information you need so you can decide if that's the right way for you to go. These people, this program worked so well because of the team aspect of it. And you can find out why for yourself by going to Livia.com. Join Livia's nutrition plan today and get your first 8 weeks for free. Plus, Livia Medical offers weight loss medications for accelerated results. Visit Livea.com. That's Livea, Livea.com, or call 855-GO-LIVEA. Livea was just voted Minnesota's best weight loss center for the 4th year in a row.
UCare has been offering Medicare Advantage plans longer than anyone in Minnesota, since 1998. The year our newest Medicare age members were listening to MP3 players, wearing flannel shirts, and inline skating. Today's UCare Your Choice plan has a $0 premium, plus a flexible spending allowance for dental, prescription eyewear, and hearing aids. In 90s terms, it's the bomb. Talk to a Medicare decomplicator or visit ucare.org. UCare, people-powered health plans. You must continue to pay your Medicare Part B premium. UCare Your Choice is a PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in UCare Your Choice depends on contract renewal.
Hi, my name is Chris Hawking. I'm here to talk to you about builders and remodelers at buildersremodelers.com. There's maybe something you need to do to your house. Maybe a new roof. You're like, maybe I need this. Or maybe you need new windows. How about Elements triple pane windows? They got them. The warranty is incredible. The custom-built windows can be installed by trained and certified professionals from a company that's been doing this for more than 70 years. And for a limited time, by the way, qualified buyers get an incredible 5 years, no interest, or you can save 25% off your project when it comes to the Elements windows. They have awesome products at great prices. They are builders and remodelers at buildersremodelers.com. Proud partner of your Minnesota Twins. What do you need? They do that. They do it well. It's buildersremodelers.com.
One 877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
You're free now. Free to fill your feed with impossibly chonky chonkers. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber Internet. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability, service in select locations only.
Marnie Gellner here for LCI Landscapes, professionals in patio and outdoor living. From design and planning to construction, LCI Landscapes can transform your outdoor space. They're doing a project for us right now, and they've added so much backyard beauty. Schedule your free on-site consultation today at 651-430-3606 or go to lcilandscapes.com. Serving the Twin Cities since 1997. For patios and pools, outdoor lighting and entertainment, lcilandscapes.com.
Purple Mondays are brought to you in part by Ovo LASIK and Lens. Now back to the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios. It's the Power Trip on the Fan.
The Power Hour is alive thanks to our friends at Quantum Fiber. Head over to KFAN.com/watch. And also, your Twins continue to push towards the postseason this Friday when they take on the Cincinnati Reds. And we want to get you into the ballpark. Caller number 11 right now will win a pair of tickets to Friday's game. 800-320-5326.
What is going on? I'm watching.
What's happening?
I'm watching us on YouTube right now.
By the way, that bookmark link I sent you.
Oh yeah, that's active. Isn't it?
That's active.
Yeah.
Just not on Friday.
How far behind are we on YouTube? Do you think?
Oh, it depends.
Because this is the last segment.
Oh, because you haven't. If you can fast forward on that.
Okay, cool. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Archer Morning Show. If you want to see how pretty Max is, look at him right now. There you are.
Fun.
And Must too. Must, you're a pretty man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I try. Not really.
Ben Lieber's still here.
Hey.
Hi, Ben. Hey.
Arthur Fonzarelli also in the building. That's fine. It's fantastic.
Hey.
Let's go around the room, shall we, with some NFL scores. Ben, you got about, 15 minutes left before you got to bail?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Wow.
Let's go. Can I go first?
Sure.
Can we talk about Carolina?
Whoa.
Do you want to tell that score real quick?
47-10. The Saints destroy the Carolina Panthers. Derek Carr 3 touchdowns, 200 yards. But Bryce Young is what Chris wants to discuss.
Yeah, he looks obviously like he's completely lost. Is he a victim of the team and the system, or is he just not very good?
13 of 30 and 2 interceptions.
A rating of 32.8.
13 for 30.
I don't want to, especially somebody early in their career, I don't want to say that just, stick a fork in them. I think they're done. But I don't see a glimmer of hope. I think that's the thing with me. There hasn't been, I don't think, a game even last year where you're like, oh, okay, yep, I see what they see. He's got it in there. He's just got to, he's got to do X, Y, and Z to be more consistent, whatever. You don't see any of that.
So you don't even believe if he was in a different situation, different team, different offensive line, different coach?
I don't.
You don't even see it.
I don't see it.
That's pretty damning.
I don't even see it when we played there last year. I don't see it in his eyes. I don't see it in his mannerisms. I don't see it in the way that the players respond to him. I don't see it.
So just a great college quarterback, but the NFL, the translation.
Yeah, and that happens all the time.
Yeah.
We have first round quarterback busts all the time. I think he's a bust.
There was a play yesterday. We were talking about this during the break, where if Hockey, who is right in front of me, is the why can't I
wide receiver?
The wide receiver, and then he threw it to basically Zach 10 feet behind him. It was such a bad interception. It's not a pass you should throw in like your second year. First game, maybe. He's never really gotten any momentum, like you said. He's really bad.
He looks like a quarterback that processes the game very slowly.
Well said.
And they gave up an absolute haul.
That's the thing. They gave so much up. Yes.
So much.
Yeah.
And I love the gamble, right? If it's right,
correct,
then you're a genius. But man, when you do the Trey Lance trades or the Bryce Young trades, you better be right.
How often do those giant trades like that pay off, though? I know it's easier to remember the Herschel Walker trade, this trade, the Ricky Williams trades, but have we seen a giant windfall trade actually work out for the other team?
Well, the McCaffrey trade, didn't the 49ers give up quite a bit for him?
That's a great example, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good example.
And maybe recent history, that's obviously going to be topical for us next week. I mean, that's the first one that comes to mind.
I mean, the Tyreek Hill trade worked.
Yeah, Tyreek worked out.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Answer my question. Look at you guys.
But neither of those were draft trades, right? Those were just trades in general.
Yeah.
But those were both known commodities, right?
Yeah. True.
That's a huge difference. You know exactly what you're getting into versus just the transition from college to pro.
Well, okay, let's transition, if you don't mind, into Miami, and because you brought up Tyreek Hill. Here he is talking after the game. What was the score and who won?
20-17 walk-off field goal for the Miami Dolphins. 20-17 over the Jags.
And you might have heard he got handcuffed face down on the ground before the game. Tyreek Hill did. Here he is after the game talking about it.
I have no idea, for real. No idea, man. It's crazy. It wasn't disrespectful, because my mom didn't raise me that way. Didn't cuss. Didn't do none of that. So, like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out, man.
I guess the police officer was put on administrative leave. Were you aware of that?
Nah, I wasn't. That should tell you everything you need to know then. You feel me? It should tell you everything you need to know.
And then he continued with this.
I do want to be able to use this platform to say, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? It's crazy. I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper, had all that, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But figure out a way to, flip this and, make it a positive on both ends, on my end and then also Miami-Dade, so that way we can team together and, do something positive for the community, because that's what it's all about, bro. I have a platform, and I want to be able to team up with you guys, so that's all I got to say.
It was alleged speeding, right? Is that what we're hearing so far?
Yeah, he was cited for, what is
it reckless driving?
Yeah, or something like that, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't feel like you should be hauled out of your car and thrown to the pavement.
But maybe not. Well, obviously not thrown to the pavement. But if the rumors are correct, and I don't know, has that been confirmed?
It has not, and I've looked everywhere, Ben. I can't find it anywhere.
Okay. So if the rumors, if this whisper out there that he was speeding, if it was excessive speeding to the point where it puts you in a felonious category, and you're in the protocol is to take whoever it is, celebrity or not, to jail, then you have to get handcuffed and put in a cop car. Yeah. If he's going 45 and a 30, well, then no, you just give him a ticket or a warning and you just let him go. But if he's going excessive speeds that puts you in a different category, yeah, maybe he doesn't need to be put on the ground. But especially if he's cooperating, then you can just put your hands behind your back and be like, hey, man, we whatever the dialogue is, whether they know him or not, be like, hey, man, you're going way above and beyond the speed limit. This is just what we have to do.
But was his dog okay?
I think so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I think they took it to the vet. I think the cops, I think the Miami-Dade, they scooped up the puppy and put it in the car and took it to the vet for him.
Well, speaking about Bryce Young before, now you're talking about with the Jags, Trevor Lawrence. Boy, that's starting to look like maybe that's not.
See, I don't
either.
I don't understand that one either. I mean, I think
12 of 21.
Was he really?
He's always
and they were leading, weren't they?
Yeah, they were winning.
They were up big.
Yep.
He's so overrated.
$55 million a year.
I love my agenda coming to fruition.
He's so overrated. You and I are on the same page, along with Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I just don't see the love of Joe Burrow.
That was on display yesterday too.
Unbelievable loss to the Patriots. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, the untimely fumble at the 1 yard line, that doesn't help either. That has nothing to do with Joe Burrow. But I just watched Joe Burrow. I'm like, I don't see anything like super special. I see him as a competent NFL quarterback, but the love and adulation that he gets for being one of these top end I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Don't want to put you in a bad spot. Can you say what you say on off the air about Brazil or not? Is that in confidence or is that off the record?
I won't say the name.
Okay. So the Eagles 34-29 over the Packers on Friday night in Brazil in Sao Paulo. And, of course, the big story was Jordan Love in the final minute got hurt. It looked like it might have been a season-ending injury, the way he was flopping around. It was like, this is bad. Slow motion, you could see his knee kind of pop.
Yeah.
It looked gross. It sounds like 3 to 6 weeks is what the Packers are hoping. Sounds like a non-surgical injury. So that's the big story because the Vikings play them in 20 days. That's an interesting game changer. But the game was in Brazil. What'd you hear about Brazil?
So I happened to run into a national reporter that covers the NFL, and this person was saying that he doesn't understand why the NFL was trying to force that game. He said that their team alone, their little broadcast reporter team, they had 2 armed security guards follow them around within 6 feet of everywhere they went in the city. They stood out guard of their hotel rooms on their floors. And he's like, if that's the level of security they're giving us, think about the level of security they have to give these NFL teams. And then to go and play on a field that was not adequate, to be put in a city where players and couldn't bring had a hard time deciding to bring their family and friends down because of safety. He's like, I don't get it. He's like, I don't get why they did this. And then I even said to him, I'm like, well, the area sounds beautiful. It's even a place, it's kind of like one of those bucket list things that as far as just travel. He goes, no, don't. I go, really? I go, aren't there beaches and all the culture? He's like, absolutely not. He's like, go to Costa Rica. He's like, there's
anywhere but here.
He's like, there's no reason to come here. He's like, it is completely unsafe for Americans to be here.
Well, wouldn't the NFL vet that out? Don't they have a reconnaissance team that goes there and checks all that out and realize how dangerous it is? And they go, screw it, we're still going to do it because we're going to make some revenue.
Money. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I mean, imagine if they knew all of this, because everybody was talking about this before the game even started, was like how dangerous it was and the gang activity and all this other stuff. Imagine if something actually happened.
Oh. Yeah.
Imagine if a Ricky Pearsall situation happened where a player on his free time is just maybe even walking out of the hotel, gets robbed and shot.
Oh, man. Can you imagine the lawsuit that would be coming towards the NFL?
Yeah.
And where's the NFLPA on this as well? You would think that they must have had somebody.
Yeah, I think he's behind me.
He's touching sides.
Whoa.
But, no, you would think that they would also have, reconnaissance trips to
Can't
this.
touch the sides. It's your fault.
I know. I agree. I don't know where the union was on this whole thing. They're supposed to be looking out for the safety and welfare of the players, not only just on the field but off the field. And so clearly clearly there was I think there was enough there from an influence and a money standpoint where they agreed with the NFL that this was a good thing.
The people they sat down there prior to, they were like, man, the Bucs.
Well, I don't know.
We got to go to Brazil.
I don't know if they have an advanced team. I mean, the union does. They as most unions should. You should operate pretty streamlined because you're using the people's money, the members' money. So I don't think that they're as robust enough to have an advanced scout team to go down there and check it out. But that being said, all the reports, just the national media reports, were like, don't you guys know that Brazil's pretty unsafe?
That first note sounded like you were doing a Prince impression. Yeah. Can you do that again?
I can.
Yes.
It'll be interesting what Bonus has to say.
Good point.
Bonus was there.
Good point. Is he back tomorrow, or is it like later this week and then he's back on the show next Tuesday?
He's in a hole somewhere.
Maybe he's incapable of responding.
Right.
Ben, before you get out of here, we'll leave you on this one. Steelers 18-10 over the Falcons. Justin Fields starts for the Steelers because Russell Wilson wasn't good to go. They were trying to warm him up a couple hours before the game, but he was a no-go. So they started Justin Fields. He wins 17-23, but of course, the reason I'm bringing it up, Kirk Cousins with his Falcons debut, 16-26, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 10 points for that dynamic Falcons offense.
Does anybody know off the top of their head who the OC is down there? I don't know off the top of my head. All I'm saying is this is all in the OC. I mean, this is I didn't see much of the game other than the highlights, but if I saw the stat correctly, Kirk took 0 snaps from under center.
Yeah.
Zach Robinson.
This is from Field Yates that we kind of brought up earlier. The Falcons were in pistol or shotgun 96% of their snaps today. The 22 snaps out of shotgun, the Falcons had 0 design runs. Of the 26 snaps out of the pistol, they ran the ball on 81% of their plays.
And maybe this is one of those things where they're taking care of his Achilles for the first couple of games because, in shotgun and pistol, you just don't have to. You don't have all the footwork and the movement as you're doing play action from under center. So maybe there's a bigger plan, but that was atrocious. That's like, why would you take a vet like that has continually improved his game as he's gotten older and then completely change how he sees the game?
We talked about this off the air with Hawk and Max and them. I think it's because this offense is set up for Michael Penix. That's what this offense is set up to do, right? I mean, and I also think, and Hawk brought this up, I think if Kirk says, I just can't go, right? Like this hurts too much. I don't know if Penix gives him the job back.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, it seems very much more like a Penix sort of offense than, kind of what he did a little bit in college, but he also took some snaps from under center. I don't get it. I think that you prepare for the guy that you got. Everybody has to do it. You don't think about your backup quarterback, especially the Vikings aren't running their offense for J.J. McCarthy right now. I mean, I know that he's not available, but they're not like, oh, we're going to put in this offense so the other 10 players can get used to running this style of offense. So then when next year, then J.J. takes over, then we'll be ready to go. No, that's what you have all of offseason for.
And we didn't give $700 billion for
Right. You design the offense for what Kirk does best. And then whenever they make that change to Michael Penix, then you slowly make that change over. But I think it's already a disaster down there with what they have in Kirk and asking him what he should and shouldn't do.
Can you dig it?
You're an American treasure. See you Thursday?
Yeah, I'll see you guys Thursday.
All right, see you Thursday. Ben Lieber, Twin Cities Live, 3 to 4:30 every day on Channel 5 with Elizabeth Reese. Should we do a couple of headlines, or you guys want to keep talking football? What do you guys want to do?
Anybody got any more points about football? Anybody?
You guys got football points? Must you get football points?
Not really.
Can you count?
Covered most of
all right.
Covered most of the Viking stuff.
Okay, good. Let's do some headlines.
Super excited about
buddy.
the start.
Yeah, why not?
Right? Some balls. Now it's time for headlines.
Headlines brought to you by Wolf River Electric. Go solar if you want to get turned on. You can go solar and get solar panels put on at Wolf River Electric.
How's that going for you so far?
So far, so good. A couple of weeks in.
When do you get that first bill and you go, wow?
I assume the end of the month. I got to download that app. I'm getting lazy.
What?
You can track how much sun power you're producing, then you can kind of.
Are you
see
greater than the sun?
Of course.
Can you count sucker!
Yeah, that guy wants to know.
By the way, another football note. Don't forget tomorrow around this time, right? 8:40. Jonathan Grenard
right.
tomorrow.
Can't wait.
24 hours from now.
He never-ending energy out of the guy yesterday. It was so much fun.
Someone in Arizona sneezed in the shower, and a piece of a Lego that's been lodged in their nose for 25 years finally flew out.
That is a miracle.
From when they were a kid, I'm guessing?
Don't know. Yeah. Maybe.
Start sneezing, Donaldson.
Yeah,
Get that chat out of your throat.
I thought it was already out. It's out, right?
No.
It's still in there?
It's in his throat.
Oh, my gosh.
Poor Donaldson.
You guys know that story?
No, wait, what? You know what we're talking about? The Ryan Donaldson bit?
Yeah, he had the chip out of his coffee, right?
Yeah, it was a coffee cup, and it had a little thing, that just hanging
it's
up
sealed,
the top.
and then you
And it went down his throat and got caught, and it's been down there for years.
What?
And he can feel it.
Oh.
I thought it got out
That
of
would
there.
drive me crazy.
I would go,
I would go insane. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep, anything. It was just
Is there not a surgical option to get rid of it?
I don't know.
They tried.
Yeah, didn't they do like a whole bit on it and somebody offered to help? That's what I thought.
I believe so, yeah.
Anyway, this guy finally sneezed out a Lego. 25 years. I mean...
Wow. And it was the last thing on his Empire Strikes Back model.
Yeah.
So he'd been waiting forever.
He was pumped.
Scientists have discovered that a common food dye that are found in Doritos can turn a living mouse's skin transparent.
Oh, wow.
Still going to eat it.
100%.
It's
Doritos
like
are the best.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
I don't care if I end up being see-through.
Right.
I want Doritos.
Well, you are kind of translucent.
Almost.
Yeah.
You're getting damn close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I did grow up on Doritos.
Yeah.
Avenue?
Man.
Brilliant.
That might
And
explain
sour
it.
cream way.
So pasty that they don't even have to give you like an X-ray. Just put a light behind you. You can see everything in there.
Wow.
Peanut butter and jelly M&Ms are expected to launch soon.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I would try that.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Because I like the peanut butter ones.
Peanut butter M&Ms are
So good.
So good.
Peanut butterums. Wow.
At least 3 wildfires in Colorado this summer, maybe the one that burned down Bernie's
Oh,
house,
I hope this is the story I think you're doing.
have been blamed on flaming bird carcasses.
How about that?
It happens after they are electrocuted by power lines. So they get electrocuted, they're on fire, then they fall to the ground and start a wildfire.
Here's Leonard Nimoy of the Park Service.
Most often when a bird is electrocuted, it doesn't catch fire and then we don't hear about it. Sometimes they burst into flames, sometimes they just fall dead. Sometimes what can happen is insects can get inside that cap. Well, that attracts birds. Birds like to eat insects, in particular woodpeckers and crows. Something like that could have sat on that jumper wire and pecked into that arrestor cap, trying to get at the insects, making contact with the energized components, and then causing it to catch fire.
How about that?
Jeez.
Wow.
So they catch fire and they fall down, and that starts a forest fire.
Aren't you just a little bit intrigued to actually watch this happen?
100%.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But I also am seeing a smoker who threw out a butt saying, no.
No, it was the bird.
Damn birds.
Bird stole my cigarette.
What if Bernie's house burned down because a damn bird was on the power lines and then fell on Bernie's house?
Weekend at Birdie's.
Poor Bernie.
You kids from the 90s, the decade, not the nightclub.
Oh.
What up?
Slice
Yeah,
is coming back. Remember
hell yeah.
Slice?
Yes. Yeah.
It says on this story the Sprite competitor. I didn't know that was technically the main competition, but Slice coming back, I guess.
Is that a Pepsi product?
Oh, yeah, I remember these.
Slice was
It was orange.
Yeah,
I thought so.
Why was it? That's weird.
That's why it had
Oh, yeah.
It has it listed as a Sprite competitor.
No,
Whatever.
The original Slice was
awesome.
not orange.
Oh,
It was-
really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me see Slice.
I remember Slice.
Yeah.
Lemon, lime.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I remember it. Sauce. I'm with you. In my head, it was
correct.
like Slice orange, but maybe we're just completely misremembering it. Maybe it's like the Mandela effect because I had the exact same thought when you said that.
You kids grew up
Oh,
rich.
wow. Yeah, Hugs, you are correct.
We never got Slice or anything like that. We went over to the store and we got the thing that just said cola on it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hang on. Sauce. There definitely was an orange Slice.
Yeah, 100% there was.
This is the one I remember.
Yeah, the orange Slice
Orange
was the one. Yeah,
Slice.
but then
I'm looking right at it. This is definitely the one I remember.
Slice was great.
I don't remember these other flavors.
Yeah.
Looks like there was a whole bunch of them.
I
Or maybe,
definitely
hang
remember
on. These
one.
are the ones that are returning. Yeah, but look at even the old school ones. Fruit punch, grape, lemon, lime.
Mayonnaise.
Pineapple.
Mayonnaise, yeah. Sash
Strawberry, mandarin orange. I don't know. Good luck to Slice.
People?
Fecal.
Oh, well, your dad's going to drink that like he just ran 2 marathons. Give me a fecal slice.
Wait, what?
Real thirsty.
After the first marathon, he
kept going.
He didn't need it.
Were they sanctioned?
He wanted to be at the peak of thirst.
Do they have people with tables
after
with
2?
cups of
he
fecal slice handing it out?
He did the Stone Cold bit where he smashed them and then smashed them together so it would just go all over his face. Keep giving me fecal slice.
Hawk's dad is capable of running 2 marathons consecutively.
He'll do it.
Yeah, for poop, yeah.
Come on now.
None
of this is true. I'm sorry,
it's all
Dad.
true.
It's not true. My dad we're talking about. He's listening.
You said my dad's a slut.
Yeah, but you're lying.
Brilliant. By the way, this is going to be 15-calorie soda.
I mean, sure. All right, we'll take that.
Sure.
Cool, man.
Starting with the new fall season, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon going to 4 nights. They were the last ones hanging on to Friday.
Yeah.
Now all of the late night shows are just Monday through Thursday.
Dying on the vine, man. This is the beginning. Well, we saw the beginning and the end already for those late night shows, I think.
Yep. Fallon is signed with The Tonight Show through 2028. By the way, speaking of TV, today's the day. Do you guys know what starts today?
Can I guess?
Monday Night Football.
Nope.
Brilliant.
Let's go.
The Lord of the Rings.
Nope.
Thing.
That's a couple weeks in.
Scooch in the crust.
Hawk's
been waiting
dad
for the new
marathon
season.
running.
The return of Mad About You.
Hawk's dad's crotch itches.
Why my dad?
They got to work on that
The
title.
Voice.
I'm 99% sure this is the case.
The Voice. Oh, the computer people down in the well
Severance?
changed their brain.
That's not even close to the story, but I know what you're talking
Down
about.
in the well? That's The Ring.
Is it that?
Severance?
Seacrest starts on Wheel of Fortune tonight.
Oh, son of a
God.
bitch.
I'd
I was
rather watch
excited.
Hawk's dad run marathons.
The debut of Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, oh yeah, I don't care about that. I won't watch
can't
1
wait.
second of that.
I love Wheel. We'll see how he does. Selena Gomez, officially a billionaire.
Good for her.
1.3 billion is her new estimation.
All from Wizards?
No, most of it's from her makeup company, Rare Beauty, her cosmetics brand. Almost all of it.
That does numbers with the kiddos, man.
Incredible.
Can you imagine, though, if you stopped time when Barney was a thing and you could tell that little girl, put up with the purple dinosaur, you're going to be a billionaire.
She was on Barney?
She was on Barney.
Oh yeah.
Bill.
Is she the one on the TV show with Steve Martin?
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Yep.
I get
Only
her
murders in the
Lovato
building.
mixed up.
Only hookers in a building?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's where your dad stays.
Is she the only famous person to come out of Barney?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
Jesus.
That was quick.
My God.
No. Who?
Bam Bam.
Cyrus.
He was adopted.
Demi Lovato.
Domo Gato.
Kyra Pratt.
Who?
Who's
Debbie
Kyra?
Ryan.
Oh, Debbie Ryan.
Yeah.
I know that.
Who?
There's
That's,
a man. I'm trying to find what his name was.
Ryan.
Really famous one.
Laurie.
Careful, Hawk. Careful.
I did everything I could to make sure my kids didn't watch Barney because I could not put up with that, but I didn't see the Wiggles coming. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I got those.
What are those? Oh, yeah.
The
Hawk had
Wiggles?
those. He had those. Yeah.
Did you already say Demi Lovato?
Yeah.
That girl?
Yeah, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez, and Debbie Ryan. They're 4 or 5 I've never heard
kidding.
of.
I guess I had no idea that was the case. But I also guess I don't know what I thought made him famous then.
Well, it was just, their starts. They all had other shows that were big. Like Wizards of Waverly Place was the bigger show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's it.
But she technically got her start on Barney.
Got it.
Plus, she had her music career as well.
Yeah, right.
And
right.
she was like besties with Taylor Swift, so you make money doing that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know things.
Yeah, you do. You know a lot, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Who ran a marathon first, Chris or Chris's dad?
Chris's dad.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You thought I'd know.
Because he heard a lot of people poop themselves and he wanted to see it.
He's right about that. That does happen a lot.
See?
Why would you have to run the marathon? Couldn't you just watch a marathon and watch the, camp out at the mile marker where the people normally start to lose their stool?
Wait.
Yeah. Well, he bought a house there.
When they're running a marathon?
He bought a house there.
Really?
He just sits in the driveway.
Do you
and just
keep
says,
running after you?
And then just hammers himself.
I'm sorry, Muss. I'm trying to hear you. But
yeah.
Muss, you are asking good questions,
that my
but
dad does.
if we don't mind going back to Sauce's point. So he bought a house on a marathon trail. How often do they run this marathon? Just once a year?
Yeah.
But it was still worth it for one day a year to be at the end of his driveway just going.
He's as bad with money as I am.
Yep. Yeah. That's it.
But he spent so many years watching it. He said, I just got to get in this race.
Live here. This is, he said, this is the most beautiful thing these eyes have ever seen. And then he sat in his yard and just pounded himself.
Okay. Oh, no, that's illegal. Is there a fence?
Okay, so he invests in real estate. He invests in real estate.
Yeah.
He watches the race year after year so much that it's sexual arousal for him, to your point, right?
Just the pooping.
Why does he ever decide to get in the race? It sounds like he's got it made in the shade.
It's hard to run with a bone.
When did he start running?
Cross the finish line first.
He wanted to get closer to the action.
He's right at the point of the action, though.
He wanted to see how ripe it was.
That word made it bad. God. That word made it bad. That word.
Wow.
Yeah.
That word.
Does he still own that house?
No, he sold it.
Where is that? Is that in Duluth for Grandma's, or where is this?
No, it's it's there. It's the only other marathon place I could think of.
Boston, New York.
Yeah.
Greece.
Twin Cities.
Yeah,
Twin
Twin
Cities.
Cities. Yeah. He stands on Rosie's balcony and just.
So he gets to watch Dov.
Yeah. I don't know if Dov runs marathons anymore. I don't know what happened to Dov.
He's at the gathering of the Juggalos.
He would love to do that.
You know, your dumb brother sends me a text about once every 6 months.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, God, I got to remember to block this guy's number. He sent me a picture of a snake in his yard about a month ago.
How about that?
Holy bleep.
Was it a big one?
Yeah, and it was not a garter snake.
No.
It was like call the pest control kind of a situation. It was a pit snake.
It was huge.
One that got away, or is it one that's indigenous?
I got to see it.
I'll show you the picture. It's terrifying.
That's terrifying. He sent it to a bunch of us, and we're like, where is that?
You got to move.
My yard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to move.
Yeah, you got to move. Yeah.
Move to Poop Town with
He said one of his neighbors came out and saw it as well. And the neighbor, this is a quote from Dov's text. The neighbor said, quote, Jesus Christ, grab a shovel. As in, bash that thing's head in.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I would have moved.
Was it a moccasin? Do you have any idea what it was?
All he said is it was a pit snake. And I'm like, I don't know snakes well enough to know exactly what that means.
So it changes tires for NASCAR?
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm Dov, I move immediately in with Hawk's dad on the poop trail.
He sold the house. Did you not hear?
Yeah, he's moving to Duluth. To Dov.
The poop trail.
Marnie tomorrow, Rosie tomorrow, Jonathan Grenard tomorrow. Not sure about Bonus. He still might be in Brazil. Who knows? Maybe he's back.
I think he's back.
We'll find out, I guess.
Maybe.
I'm super curious to get a Brazil review and how safe John Bonus was. My guess is he got hammered and made 1,000 friends.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Didn't probably slap too many people, though.
No.
Or did he?
Ooh.
Muss, you're an American treasure. Thanks for your time.
Love you guys.
5:30 to 9 tomorrow. The voice of the Vikings, Paul Allen, next 9 to noon, right here on The Fan.
Internet that's everything you imagine, and then some. Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed. Sign up today and get internet with a price for life. Keep your internet service monthly rate for as long as you keep your plan. Internet service monthly rate subject to continued plan availability.